Well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. So, let me try this again. Well, hello. Okay, so if you saw what I just did on Facebook, great. If you didn't, I'm going to go ahead and do it again here because I just did a great broadcast over on Facebook and I forgot to turn on the streaming part over here on YouTube. So, without further ado, yes. Um, okay, so YouTube. Speaking of which, okay, so on YouTube, you're going to be seeing ads shortly because I finally made it to the advertising milestone, and I can actually get monetized for ads now. So if there are ads, by all means, let me know if there's any problems with that because I've heard horror stories about all of a sudden the content gets really crappy or the advertising is nearly pornographic or whatever. So if that happens, let me know. I will make adjustments as needed. And if it ruins the experience, let me know that too. But hopefully it turns into something I can use to expand my reach and continue to make an impact on the world at large. Speaking of which, my latest my latest efforts at making an impact are this hypnosis therapy video thing, right? And the idea that I have or had for this, I've been talking about the magical powers that we can get through our occult work, right? And how the magical powers that we're supposed to be getting are supposed to be used to change and transform our world. And then that the process of the great work makes us more empowered and more efficient in using the powers of creation, right? And this is all based on the Corpus Hermeticum, which teaches that in the Divine Pymander talks about how the first soul descended through the seven heavens on its way towards incarnation, and in each of the seven spheres, we received a portion of the power of that sphere that is used to create our experienced life here below. You know, the whole as above, so below axiom that we use as magicians to manifest our microcosmic experiences from our macrocosmic magical stuff, right? All that comes from the seven spheres. The seven planetary spheres influence or generate the currents that mingle and are turned over to the four elemental kings, and then it's manifested here in the material world as what we experience. Now, the magician in all of this process of manifestation is the person who conjures these seven sphere spirits or the entities of the terrestrial realm that reflect these planetary powers, because the planets give us a system of integrating all those forces, right? It gives us a way to codify all of our experiences here in the material world. And by conjuring those spirits, we can then direct those forces to manifest what we want to experience here in the material world. We become the voice that speaks all those powers into being, right? So we're the transition point, the fulcrum between the above and the below, and it's through our magic that we change the world. The pathway of initiation that I've talked about is a process of integrating the powers of each of these seven planetary spheres, because like the divine Pymander teaches that we incarnate and we forget that we have these powers to change everything, that to create the world, that we have each of the seven planetary powers of creation within us as part of us. We just forget it. And the process of the great work is a process of remembering it and then developing it by pursuing our relationship with our internal divine spark. Now, these the method of obtaining this empowerment and becoming more efficient in your ways that I teach is planetary initiation based on the Orphic hymn and the conjuration of the archangel of the planet. In these hypnosis videos, what I present is it's an induction where I relax your body and your mind and open up you into a trance state, and then I walk you through there's a forest chapel that I describe where we do the visualization of the actual initiation rite. There's a merging with an initiator. The entire initiation is performed from the perspective of the person doing a self-initiation. I walk you through doing a self-initiation. I do an actual conjuration using, let me pull it up here, using my handy dandy conjuration box, right? I use this and the entire script for my conjuration course. By the way, all of these videos and stuff are available right now. Like the entire script is available right now in the description of the products. You can see everything that I walk you through. So there's no surprises of what's going to be in the actual video. And honestly, you don't need me to do this for you, right? So in the video, it shows me doing this conjuration using my crystal ball and my table of practice, and I walk you through the actual conjuration of the archangel of the planet. I request an initiation. I'll read the whole initiation script to you. They're all the same, okay? It's a plug and play initiation script for the 7 planets. The only thing that changes is the name of the god, the orphic hymn, the name of the archangel, and the name of the planet in a couple places in the script. It's very straightforward. It's focused on obtaining the benefic properties of the planet in ways that are beneficial to everybody around us, right? And ourselves. It's coded in a way that makes it so it's not a harsh initiation. Caveats, of course, initiation comes with dangers and threats. I expect there to be some pushback on the idea of me doing initiations in hypnosis. Like, is it going to work? I mean, I don't know if it's going to work or not. It's designed to be supportive of your personal initiation efforts. I want to see people do their own initiations. The document that I provide that walks you through this initiation has every piece of what you need to do to do this yourself. Okay, there's a conjuration script, there's an orphic hymn for each planet, there's a script that you just replace the names of the entities with the names that you use. Okay, it's very, very straightforward, and it's very direct. All right, you can use this without going through the whole hypnosis process. It's an initiation script. It really is great for people who need that done for them. It covers all your bases. I'll read through it in just a second. And it performs, it stirs up the initiatory current in ways that are useful and beneficial, and hopefully doesn't like destroy your entire life in a big chaotic flaming ball of hellfire. Hopefully, right? I mean, it's a solar initiation at some point, and maybe it will if your life is complete shit. I don't know. But that's part of what we're doing here, right? The process of initiation is about cleaning out all the crap that's in our life that keeps us from doing the things that we want to do. The reason that a lot of us don't have power in our lives is because we have a lot of internal, and this is all my opinion, but we have a lot of internal cognitive dissonance, all right? And when you start shining the light of initiation on yourself, you're going to find that parts of you are going to change. You're not going to be the same person, and your life is not going to be the same, all right? A powerful you is not the same as a weak you. It's going to change things, and people in your life are going to change. You're going to learn how to put boundaries in place when you go through your Mars initiation, and all of a sudden you're going to kick people out of your life. And it's going to be healthy, but they're going to think you've lost your mind, right? And that's what's going to happen when you do these initiatory things. It changes your real life. All right, these are little $50 initiation things that you can buy that you can play whenever, and there's caveats. Read the warnings. Don't do this if you're driving. Don't do this if you're sick. Talk to your therapist if you need to. If you have a therapist, don't expect it to be some kind of medical miracle, and don't expect it to take the place of actually doing this ritual yourself, consciously, out loud, yourself with your voice. It's part of what you have to do. Okay, you have to initiate yourself into this self-initiation thing. But the hypnosis thing is there to help. All right, and it provides you with a subconscious support system. My videos are very much a luxury purchase. Okay, you don't need me to do this for you. Everybody can do this themselves. Everybody should do this themselves. It's not a replacement for doing your own magic. But it is hopefully a very effective way for you to integrate these changes in a way that is healthy, and hopefully it starts churning out more magicians more quickly, because I honestly think that the world is a pretty shitty place. The Kali Yuga is hard at work, and it's not going to be what it was before, and it never will be again. And we're going to need to have the powers that we need to have to change and create what we want to see happen here, and it's up to us to make the world that we want. And Hermetics teaches us that we can do that with these planetary powers. So if you don't buy my videos, by all means, read it yourself. Do it yourself. This stuff is out there. I've made it free for you. You can look at my previous videos and see the table of practice to do the conjuration. The script is right there. The conjuration script is right there. Just read it out loud over the table of practice. Plug in the names of the gods, the right orphic hymns, and the archangels. Okay, it's out there. You just look at the previous videos. I don't know how to make it any easier. But the idea is that we all get initiated, and we all start learning how to be the best possible human beings that we can to change the world the way we want, and so that we can create a better one on our own, right? Or at least create a part of this one that we're comfortable in, where we can provide for ourselves and the people that we love the kind of life where they're respected, loved, and held in dignity and, respect, just where people can have life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The basic things that once upon a time the country that I was born in stood for, right? Free pursuit of happiness. So I'm going to do my best to pursue that for myself and the people that I love. I want everybody else to do that too. I'm going to make it as easy as I can for people to use magic to change the world, because why not? I can do that. So anyway, check the description here. It's got a link to the hypnosis page. In the description of each of the products, you'll find a link to the PDF that has the script in it. Okay, please, please, please perform the ritual yourself. If you don't buy my stuff. Fee asks, why is all of this occult information flooding the air now? Because for me personally, I've been working on this for like the last 6 weeks, right? So this is in spite of the fact that Donald Trump was elected. However, after Donald Trump was elected, I spent the next day finishing everything up and making sure it was ready to go and getting it out there right away. Yeah, it's like an occult revival. Is it an occult revival? So Jake Stratton Kent taught that there's a Goetic revival going on, and there's a new Goetic movement that was based on his work, and it's becoming more and more ridiculous with every passing day. And I think it's jumped the shark, quite honestly. But there is a Goetic movement that is considered revivalist. But in general, the occult information is available to us now because we have the internet. We've had it since 1999. We've got all the PDFs that have all the information. There's never been more than 25 or 50 people really doing occult work at one time, it seems like, in human history. And right now we have more people doing it than ever. And so it's not just tiny bits of information being condensed, it's being exchanged at an incredible rate, and it's being developed, and it's being made available, and it's because it's necessary for the times that we live in my opinion. I think that if you look at when Rome fell and the 1st through the 3rd centuries AD, when there was all the chaos going on in the civilized world, the occult thrived. We got the PGM, we got the Essenes, the Christian movement. There were so many occult movements going on at the time because it was a wild and crazy time, and we're in another wild and crazy time. It's the Chinese blessing of living in interesting things. So yes. All right. So anyway, I am too, Fee. I'm excited too. I think it's a wonderful time to be alive, and hopefully these videos are part of the process that makes it more available. So anyway, here's what the actual initiation is. This is the charge to the spirit part. So after you've done the invocation and the conjuration, and you've read through the orphic hymn for the planet, You request the spirit, the God name to dispatch the spirit, and then you give this. This is the actual verbiage of the initiation. It says, in the name of whatever the name of the god for the planet is, so like Zeus, in the name of God name, and by your name and seal, come now from wherever you may be and appear before me in this crystal. Spirit name, right? So like Tzadkiel. I ask you to initiate the process of integrating the forces of planet into my sphere of influence, that I may become skillful in manifesting these qualities according to my plans and desires. Lead me to the information I need to understand these powers intimately. Grant me the opportunities to develop and utilize these powers in my life. Reveal how they are manifesting currently, that I may make corrections, bring balance, or increase their forces as I see fit. Grant me the insight to see what needs to be done, the power to do what I need to do, and the wisdom to use this power to pursue my intentions with the best possible outcomes. Break any bindings of this power in my life. Release any constraints keeping me from utilizing the power of planet name, like Jupiter. Bring gentle healing and transformation of any pain or negative aspects of this power that I might have. Show me how to use it to my benefit without sabotaging my joy. Make me more efficient and more empowered in the ways of the sphere of planet name, Jupiter, right? And then there's like a visualization where you integrate the energies into your body of light and see it spewing throughout the universe, and then you come back to your body. It's straightforward. The script is all there. Everything I say in the video is in the script. Do it yourself if you don't want me to do it, but if you're one of the people, and there's a lot of people out there that like to have me do it for them, or with them at least, by all means, buy my stuff. It's $50 a video, or you can get all of them for $300. But like I said, it's all there and it's free. So the last video that I did had the table of practice in it. Let's see, actually I might have it still here. Nope. It's not showing up for some reason. Huh. That's weird. Okay, well, for some reason my thing isn't showing up. There's Buddha. Maybe my videos are missing, or my pictures are missing. Interesting. Okay, well, anyway, I can't show those pictures that I thought I could show. Anyway, that's all I got. Please get initiated. Get the powers rolling in your sphere. Do it carefully. Don't do all 7 in a day. Don't do all 7 in a week. Give each one a couple weeks to integrate. This is not. It's a literal initiation. You're going to be shaking loose stuff. This isn't safe. There are caveats that should be employed. There's a disclaimer on every video. You know, talk to your therapist, talk to your mental health people and your physical health people if you need to. It's not to take the place of an actual initiation. It's to support your great work. I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope that it helps turn out more magicians. I hope that it spreads throughout our occult culture, and we all start working on integrating the powers of the 7 spheres, and we all start creating all these worlds that everybody on Facebook says they're much better at creating for everybody than everybody else, you know. So it's a good time for us to put our money where our mouth is and change the world. So we can do that. All right, anyway, take care. I will talk to you all